Number 15, David reads 40 pages of a book in 50 minutes. How many pages should be able to be read in 80 minutes? So this is what's a proportional reasoning type question. So if we set up a proportion of 40 over 50 is equivalent to x over 80, and then cross multiply and divide. So 40 times 80 over 50. That should tell me how many pages can be read in the 80 minutes. And that is 64. All right, number 16, round each of the following numbers as specified. Round to the nearest tenth. So again, vocab-wise, understanding where to look in the number. Tenth would be that 5. So everything before it I'm going to keep. And what I have to decide, does the 5 stay a 5 or does it go up to a 6? And when I look at the next digit being a 6, that means I'm going to round up to make that a 6. Round to the nearest hundred. Okay, not hundredth, hundred. So I'm looking at the 4. So again, I want to look at the number after it, so the 1. So I'm going to round that to 400. So it's going to round down this time. Order from least to greatest. Okay. So one thing that helps is compare digit to digit. So I'm going to rewrite this. 26354 is the first number. And then there's a bunch of zeros after the fact. And we got 26554 repeating. Then we have 2.6354. So it's going to repeat the 354 piece. And then 2.63. Sorry, trying to line up these digits underneath each other. And then the 5-4, the 5-4, the 5. So we're going to repeat the 5-4 over and over again. Okay. So notice everybody's the same up until right there. And so that position tells me who's the smallest, the biggest, etc. So the first number is 2.6354. That's the smallest. And then I see where the 3 comes in. That was the third number. So 2.6354 with the 354 repeating. Then I can see the 4 is the next. So I got that from the second position. So 2.6354 with the line repeating. And then obviously the last number would be our largest number of the bunch. Okay, number 18, we're just making sure we can understand some percent questions. So 7 is what percent is the 32? So 7 out of 32 would be x out of 100. So then I want to cross multiply and divide that. And I get 21.88% for that one. What is 450% of 18? So 450 over 100 equals 18 over x. So cross multiply and divide. So we get 81 for that one. 23 is 25% of what number? So 23 over x is 25 over 100. So again, cross multiply and divide. So that gives us 92. And 0.6 is what percent of 2? Okay, so 0.6 times 100. Divide that by 2, and I get 30%. Okay, so on number 19, what I want to do is I want to line up where the repeating part is at the decimal point. So If I take, so let's say that x is 2.6354 with that part repeating, then 10x would be 26.354, and that part repeating again. And then I want to multiply by another 1,000 there. So, I'm sorry, 10,000. So 26.354 point, and then our 3.354 piece, that's constantly repeating there. But now I've got two numbers where the repeating part is lined up in the same decimal point. All right, so then what I want to do is I want to subtract the two pieces that line up. 26354.354 repeating, 10x 26.354 with that piece repeating. And so the idea is that the repeating pieces are going to cancel each other out. And so I get 9,990 x equals 26,354 minus 26, so equals 26,328. And then I just want to divide that over. So 26,328 over the 9,990. And if I can reduce that, then I want to do that. But that's fine. That's a perfectly good answer as far as converting that to a fraction. All right, simple interest versus compounded interest. So kind of remind ourselves of a couple of formula. I equals PRT would be our simple interest formula, and our compounded interest would be P equals P naught 1 plus the interest rate, so R over N times T. Okay, so for simple interest, I have, let's see, so the amount that I would earn after 15 years, so that would be the principal, 15,000, times the interest rate, which is 0.055 as a decimal, times time. All right, so I just want to type that in. Okay, so I'm getting 12,375. But I want to add that on top of the 15,000 that's already in there. Because that amount's not going anywhere, it's still sitting in there. So I've earned almost 13,000. Well, around 12,000 in interest. That's nice. Okay, so I would expect there to be $27,000 sitting in the account. If I compound it quarterly, so I'm going to take this original amount, 1 plus 0.055. Quarterly means 4 times a year they're going to look at it. And so 4 times 15. Okay, so that we want to type in. All right, and we get 34,036.37. So obviously we make more money the more times they look at our account than if they just look at it once a year.